So the Eagles beat down the Commanders on a Thursday night at the Link. They moved to 8-2 after winning 6 in a row. They control the NFC East. Saquon Barkley continues to make Eagles history. One rookie is doing things we have never seen before, and I think it's time to pencil in the Eagles as a true Super Bowl contender. We'll talk about it all, but welcome into A to Z Philly. I'm RB. Do me a favor, like this video, go down below, hit that subscribe button, help us get to 7K subs. I ended my post-game show a while ago, but I'm still up because I can't sleep. I can't even imagine tomorrow because I'm still stuck in the dream of tonight. Did this really happen? Did the Eagles go out there after being so bad in the first half and flip the switch again? Did they beat down on the Washington Commanders? Did they hold that number 4 offense in the NFL to pretty much 10 points the entire game? I am speechless for words. This Eagles team is incredible. I don't want to overreact or overstep the line, but this team made a statement tonight. They showed us who they were. Screw all the bad teams they played. They went out there and dominated this football game. But we start off with, of course, Nick Sirianni. The Eagles are now 6-0 in the Baldianni era. All right, Nick, go to your barber. Shave your damn head again. Keep it clean, my guy. Keep it cut. You are not getting any more hair this season. As long as the Eagles keep winning, they were 2-2. The season felt like it was in jeopardy. Your job felt like it was in jeopardy. But I got to say, man, the 2024 Eagles are not the 2023 Eagles. Last year, this team was 10-1, but they were sneaking by. They would win by a couple of points, and the opposing team would make a bad mistake late in the game. This Eagles team's going out there handling business, and they are dominating. And going forward, I think they can continue to keep this up. You look at the schedule, honestly, they might not lose more than 2 more games the rest of the season. This team is amazing. And look at what they have done since the bye week. I credit the coaches so much because there was so much confusion after that week 4, right? They were 2-2. What's going to happen? But it honestly did feel like those first 4 weeks were the preseason. And since the bye week, they are 6-0. Jalen Hurts leads the NFL in touchdowns. Saquon, most rushing yards in the NFL. Number 1 rushing offense, number 1 total defense, and number 1 passing defense. So if they would have listened to A to Z Philly from week 1, when I told them straight up, you are a running team. That is the identity of this football team. I don't care who hates it. I don't care who loves it. This offense is first and foremost predicated by the run. And if you don't like it, oh well. But this team finally started to use common sense and realized, hey, we might have the greatest weapon in the NFL on our team. And that's right, I said it. Not number 2. Top 2, not 2. Saquon Barkley has to be the best rusher in the NFL. The Eagles have rushed for 150-plus yards and 2+ touchdowns in 5 straight games for the second time in franchise history. The only other time was in 1949 when they won the NFL championship. And doesn't it feel like a mirrored reality? Like the Eagles did this in Nick's rookie year. They flipped the script. They started running heavy, and boom, they go to the playoffs. And here they are a couple years later. My gosh, man. I mean, this Philadelphia Eagles team is incredible. Nobody can stop them on the ground. You come into this game, you're averaging 176 yards on the ground, and the Commanders are 28th in the NFL, giving up 142. And I said on my preview video, this was the number 1 key. This is how you control the game. And what do? They come out, they run it 40 times. They run it 228 yards, and it was thanks to Saquon Barkley. And I think, honestly, one of the most impressive things in this game is that Saquon only had like 68 yards in the first 3 quarters. He was not doing that good. The offensive line was getting bullied. They were not good in the first half. Jalen was taking hits, and Saquon just seems to get better. This guy's like fine wine with how he ages in a football game, and 2 big runs in the fourth quarter, 39-23, had a big catch in the third for 43. I just don't know what else to say about Saquon Barkley. He is absolutely unbelievable, and if I have to credit an idiotic GM over there in New York, he said, quote, "You're paying the guy $40 million. It's not to hand the ball off to a $12 million back." Joe Shane, the New York Giants organization, thank you for being such a disaster and an embarrassment to the sport, because you make me laugh, you provide me with comedy, and you provide the Philadelphia Eagles with maybe the best weapon that this team has had. I mean, this guy's unbelievable. 28 total touches, 198 yards combined, 2 touchdowns. I mean, come on, man. Saquon Barkley is unstoppable. This guy is amazing. Like I said, he wasn't even doing that much. It just felt like another regular night. And then in the fourth quarter, when you need him, couple big plays in this game that really set it off for me. The Saquon big run, right, that sparked him into the end zone and got him a more comfortable lead. But how about as well on that drive, Grant Calcaterra? That's another play of the game for me, right? You're moving the ball down the field, big 30-yard completion. Dallas Goedert tries to tiptoe and stay in bounds. He gets the ball punched, and I'm like, oh no, here we go. Commanders are going to have prime opportunity to take this game back. And Grant Calcaterra comes swooping in out of nowhere. A guy who was amazing when Goedert was absent, but now he's finding a way to make an impact. And that's what I take away from this team. They all are just doing their roles. They're all contributing in some way. This was a team win. Nick Sirianni talked about it, before the game, saying everybody's got to find a way to get involved here, right? It doesn't matter who you are. Get hyped up, make a big play. And Grant Calcaterra, on what Dallas Goedert said to him after that fumble where he recovered it, how much money do you want? And really the other thing was the Eagles defense. I mean, with the offense sputtering, playing as bad as they were, the Eagles defense, every player on this defense should get an MVP trophy tonight. For them to keep this game intact, right? Big stop after big stop. And honestly, they weren't even playing that well in the first half. But for this defense to stop Washington, a high-powered, prolific offense, and really the drive or the sequence of the game for me was in the fourth quarter. You're up by 2. It feels like Commanders are going to take the lead, and they make 3 big consecutive stops. 2nd and 1, they stop Brian Robinson. 3rd and 1, they hit him for a loss of 1. And then on 4th down, I'm like, is Dan Quinn going to turn into Nick Sirianni and actually try to go for this? They should have took the points. As soon as they did not get that, I said, boom, Eagles are taking control of this game. That was before the Goedert fumble where I almost had a heart attack, but the Commanders tried to get too pretty. And how about Zack Baun getting off his block? How about Reed Blankenship, who comes out of nowhere like a spear and bumps Daniels out of bounds? He almost fumbled the snap. And man, the Eagles just make a big time stop and they took over the game. But Jayden Daniels all night looked actually like a rookie. This guy is special. Commanders got a good one. But in the first matchup, the Eagles were probably the first team to make him look like an actual rookie. He had 32 pass attempts tonight and 24 were within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. All year I said, I don't really like the bend but don't break defense. They're not just bending but don't break. They're not breaking. They're not anything. This defense is not good. They're not great. They are elite. All right? They are elite, and it is thanks to Vic Fangio. Everything he sprinkles on his defense has been money. Eagles defense since the bye over the last 6 games, 12.6 points per game, 211 total yards per game, 6 total offensive touchdowns, and first in EPA per play. Vic Fangio is just unbelievable, man. What this guy's done with this defense, and they have the playmakers. They have no weak spots. I'm thinking tonight about Jalen Carter being a mammoth, getting in there big hit after big hit. Commanders were running the ball well in the first half. They put a stop to that. The Eagles in the trenches, it's so automatic. We just assume that it's a constant, but we really got to appreciate what these front lines are doing. Brandon Graham with a sack, Nolan Smith. Everybody is finding a way to contribute. And then you have the linebackers, Zack Baun, Nakobe Dean, had to make a lot of plays in the open field today. They had to make a lot of plays with Jayden Daniels dunking all the way downfield, and they made those plays. The secondary, we'll get to them in a second, man. But how about this Eagles defense? Commanders were averaging 28.4 points per game and 377 yards, and Vic Fangio's defense held them to 18 points, 264 yards. Can't say enough good about it. Zack Baun again was just absolutely incredible. 15 tackles, 1 for loss, 4th down stop in the pass deflection in the first quarter on the first drive, which was insane. Pay Zack Baun again. I'll say the same thing I said last week. Strap him down to a chair, give him a pen, make him sign it before leaving the building tonight. And I got to talk about the guy again. I mean, Quinyon Mitchell. All right, Quinyon Mitchell is doing things that we have never seen before. Drake London, 1 catch he gives up. Chris Olave, 2 catches. Mike Evans, 2 catches. Amari, 1. Malik Neighbors, 1 catch. Jamar Chase, 2 for 19. CeeDee Lamb, 1 for 5. Terry McLaurin did not have a catch on Quinyon Mitchell. Matter of fact, I don't even think he was targeted till the end of the third or beginning of the fourth. Terry McLaurin, one of the best receivers in the NFL. It's time for us to stop coming out every week and saying, well, if he does it against this guy, he's going to be that good. Or if he does it against this guy, then we could talk about him. No more talk. Quinyon Mitchell isn't just a rookie. He's one of the best corners in the NFL already. And we said this about him coming out of the draft. We all had him on our draft board. We said, yeah, he's hungry, good mentality, great footwork, great technique, can ball hawk, all this stuff. The only knock was that he went to a small school. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter where you went to school. It doesn't matter where you played or who you played for. Doesn't matter. This dude's got heart. He knows how to play the game of football. I don't give a crap he went to Toledo. This guy is unbelievable. I mean, you have Terry McLaurin after the game saying, I don't even think he looks like a rookie. Quinyon Mitchell can lock anybody up. He has locked the best of the best up this season. He is the sole reason. I'm not going to say sole, but he's the top reason why this defense has overhauled, has turned it around, and is absolute clamps. Quinyon Mitchell, you don't have to worry about him. You don't have to worry about him. Send him out there on an island against anybody. He is locking them up. And then you have Cooper DeJean, as we like to call him. He had a PI in this game, which was insane. And it's unfortunate he got his first penalty, but the referees were garbage tonight. The Eagles fought through the referees. They fought through Jake Elliott, missing 7 points, leaving 7 on the board. And they fought through all this adversity and still came back. Cooper DeJean, once again, locking guys up, making tackles, big-time plays, even the punt return. Lastly, I'll talk about Jalen Hurts. He says that, I guess I beat the protocol. Jalen Hurts got tested for a concussion. He hit his head twice. Kellen Moore, take that double reverse off the run play and throw it in the garbage. I didn't understand the point of doing that. It was a 1st and 10. You're on Washington's 36. You're finally moving the ball after sputtering. I just didn't think that was the time to be creative. And hopefully Jalen's okay. Kind of slipped up in his post game too, pretty much saying he was, might have been concussed, might not. The fact that Jalen turned it around, because he was not good in the first half. The fact he turned it around and flipped the switch and played as good as he did, made some big throws, big runs, and didn't miss a beat in the second half. Just shows what we've seen, man. He's a winner. Nick Sirianni's a winner. These guys continue to win, and they just find a way no matter what. And I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they come alive in the second half the way that they do, but they do it every game. They do it every week. And I just don't know who, wants to get in the Eagles' way right now. That's how amazing they are. I could go on for days, but this was an incredible game, and it was led by their main anchors again. AJ was big, Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith. The only couple things I warn about, one, getting off to a slow start against a better team. You don't want to do this against a high-powered team because you don't know if you can catch back up, but I like how they stuck with Saquon. And also, I hope Jake Elliott is okay because he left 7 points on the board. I do not think it's time to get rid of him, but you're going to need him in big-time moments this season. He is a Super Bowl champ for a reason. And I just feel like he might have been in his own head. Maybe they'll win. I don't know. But they need to keep their eyes on Jake Elliott. Hopefully he can turn it around next week. But other than that, man, unbelievable win again by the Philadelphia Eagles. They advance to 8-2, and they make a pure statement in this game tonight. Give me your thoughts down below in the comments section. Are you fully confident in this team right now? Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That being said, I'll catch you on the next one. Also, real quick, let's go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsor of today's video. It is the great BetMGM. Enjoy all your favorite sports like never before at BetMGM. Sign up using our code ATOZPA and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you do not win your first bet. When you register with BetMGM, you'll get instant access to parlays, live bets, player props, and daily boosted odds specials. And with BetMGM at your fingertips, every play and every game matter more than ever. So sign up today with the bonus code ATOZPA and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you do not win your first bet. Brought to you by BetMGM, the sportsbook born in Vegas. Download the app today. Please gamble responsibly.